This is 2K Sports broadcasting from San Antonio as the Spurs take it to the hardwood here at the AT&T Center. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. Looking at San Antonio, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Clippers in Los Angeles. And the shot goes in from Fultz. Greg, I think it's going to be a battle of the boards, a battle of rebounding. And you know what that's like. You played alongside some great rebounders. Well,
Patrick Ewing, Charles Oakley. I mean, those guys got after it as well as anybody who's ever played.
Now Fultz. James Harden missing on the three. Pass to Avdia. Back to Fultz. With the block. Knocked loose. Isaac with the ball. And it's Harden picking him up. Here's Granger. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Really like the quick decision making of Fultz. They're excellent at surveying the floor for the open teammate.
Back to Harden. Picked by Randall. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with the Bulls head coach. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense.
That's his first personal foul.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Fultz. Pass to Avdia. Back to Fultz. Shot clock at 5.
You know, Butler is known for being a lockdown defender, and he doesn't back up at all. Refuses to give an inch.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Capella who brings up the ball for Chicago. Looking for the first basket of the game. Screen by Capella. Over in the corner, Randall. And again, Chicago turns it over. And defensively, no matter the size of the man he's guarding, Walker really puts up a fight.
Some smaller guards pretend to battle. Walker will bang with you, try to front you, pull on your jersey, whatever it takes. He backs down from no one.
Like that explosion to the basket. Fultz can turn it on so quickly. He's past you before you know it. Quick as a hiccup.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Nobody near Granger. Drills it from outside. Granger's got 5.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Inside, Capella, and the Bulls with another miss.
You know, that's a quick 0 for 4 now. At what point do you call a timeout and reset?
Here's Fultz. Here's Isaac. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Pass to Capella.
2 minutes.
Stolen by Thompson. And there is the whistle. It goes on Kobe White.
Kobe White.
That's his first
That's
foul.
his first personal foul. Second team foul.
The drive by Granger. And the slam dunk by Granger.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And here's Fultz. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Good work defensively by Capella.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
That's his
Really
first
no
personal
idea
foul.
why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some
Second
bad blood
team foul.
between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing the defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key.
Yeah, you're right. Not one second chance bucket for the opposition. They're boxing out on every shot.
And here's Fultz. Following Julius Randle's three. He takes it in. Bucket is good. Fultz has got 6 points.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pick by Randle. It's Harden with the drive. The kick outside to Butler. All sorts of time. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Quick on the roll there. The speed of Butler makes him a problem for the defense.
Kicks it out to Granger. Pass to Avdia. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And here is Capella. Back to Butler. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession.
San Antonio ball.
Just 4 seconds left in the first.
And the defense of Capella is huge. I mean, very impactful at that end of the floor, using his big body to deter shooters.
Come on and get loud for your Spurs squad.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Guys, their penetration has been outstanding. I mean, it's actually been great. They're really finding those holes in the defense.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
Holmes has a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Right side. Over Thompson. And no good that time. And the Spurs going the other way now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And Isaac throws it down.
Oh, mercy, mercy me. Isaac with a loud bucket. Great bounce.
Rose goes in. Here's Holmes. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Holmes got his first points of the night.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. It's Fournier on the wing to the middle. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And Holmes throws it down.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
From deep. It's all in by the Bulls.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Hey, Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hammered all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I have to agree. I mean, in a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at trying to balance things out.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. Arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just think the defenders are standing, listen to what you're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now. Stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening. And David, thank you very much.
That's his first personal foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Armstrong. Tries from the block. San Antonio calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
And you know what? We'll see what changes he makes coming out of this timeout.
So both teams making some changes here. Six to shoot. Out to the right wing. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Hawkins. There's 3-pointers off the mark. And so they foul intentionally.
Danny Granger. That's his first personal foul. First team
Bulls
foul.
trailed by 11. And that's an intentional foul. Spurs making a switch here.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Isaac with the steal.
Substitution for
And the Spurs pushing it up now. Abdia with the ball. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul.
Clint Capella. That's his first personal foul.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Pass to Abdia.
In the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Isaac. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. And Randall has got the ball here for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 11. Their next game playing at home as the Nets come into town. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. There's 1:47 left now here in the second. Here's Capella. Misses from short range. Mark, one of the things that separates DeRozan from other two guards, his back-to-the-basket game.
Well said, Kevin, and you're right. I mean, he says every time I shoot a turnaround, I feel like nobody can get to it. He's got excellent footwork. He can really get off the floor. And it's a classic move that made guys like Bernard King a real problem to guard. And I speak from experience on that, folks. King was lethal scoring the ball.
There's 1:17 left in the first half of the game. Driving to the basket.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Outside for Randall. And the lead is down inside single digits. Randall's got 6.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Isaac outside. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Bulls trail by 8. White goes in. Here's Butler. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And the suffocating reach of Isaac is tough to overcome. And outshoot excels at getting up and denying shots.
Clark, so unique to have a 7-footer like Jokic who makes everyone around him better.
He is so much fun to watch, Kevin. And he does make everybody better because he plays the game simply and effectively. He once said, a point makes you happy, but an assist makes you and your teammate happy. How about that? Jokic could probably average double-digit assists anytime he wants to. And I think it might happen before his career is done.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Butler.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
There's 37 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Bulls ball.
Here is Harden. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. The shot by Butler, nobody around. And again, no good by Chicago. And here's Fultz. There's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 8 points for him.
And, you know, Fultz is highly skilled as an offensive player. When he gets this kind of positioning inside, it's a wrap.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs lead by 9 and will return shortly. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Bulls trail by 9. And Harden wide open. He shoots. It's good from long range. Harden's got the first basket of the second half here for Chicago. To the paint. And finished off by Fultz.
Fultz, when he has room to throw it down, he's taking it to the rim. No hesitation.
Harden outside. Down low. Here's Randall. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Slick passing from Harden on that.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And as for last season, he was a 74% shooter at the line.
And, you know, the impressive ascension of Randall has been a lot of fun to watch. I mean, he's a double-double threat who plays with relentless energy.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
Randall no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
He's got great confidence. Markelle Fultz is a terrific scorer. Fills it up in no time.
Butler with the steal. Handle outside. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Put that bucket in no time at all. White's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Avdia. Over in the corner, Isaac. Avdia. He's defended by Randall. Now here's Fultz. He's got 12. 4 on the clock. Granger drives in. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Granger's got 11 points.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Bulls shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
You know, that Jimmy Bucket's nickname might be catchy, but don't ever sleep on Butler's defense now. I mean, he takes away as many buckets as he gets, maybe more.
Over in the corner, Avdia. Back to Isaac. They set the screen. The shot, no good. Randall with some nice D. There's an element to Nikola Vucevic's game that fits well with most of the league's modern offensive scheme.
And with his inside-out game, he's a guy that can stretch the floor. Make everyone look at today's NBA, nothing is more important than spacing and passing. And when Vucevic is on the court, you can be sure the spacing will be excellent.
All right, fans, that was your Spurs High Squad Nancy. Make some noise, fans.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Granger. Oh, and the jam by Granger.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Outside Butler. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Holmes can't get it to go in. Spurs lead by 5. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Pass to Thompson. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession.
San Antonio ball.
We've got 1:28 left in the third. Here's Isaac. Holmes gets a hand on it. Left side Covington. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jonathan Isaac.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw. The lead just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
The Spurs shooting their first free throws of this game.
That's his first.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Well, one of us here knows Cole Anthony quite well. The guy to my side here, Greg, is Dan. Care to share with us a story about your son playing hoops growing up?
Well, I tell you one thing. He's always had that belief, that inner belief in himself and his abilities. And that's something that started early on in his life. And honestly, that's when I knew he had a chance to be a really good player.
Screen by Capella. To the inside with a tie. The kick out to Wright. Hits it from three-point range. Wright's got the lead up to 1 now for the Bulls.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Well, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
For Chicago, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
That's exactly how you do it. Defender pressing up on you, you press right back.
Isaac outside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella.
Spurs ball.
Seven seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. Oh, missed it. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here.
Come on and give up for your Spurs High Squad.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And so it's Thompson with it. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. A 2-point game. Back to Fultz. No one near him. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Man, I like the quick catch and release from Fultz. A confident shooter who's ready to fire as soon as he catches it.
In the corner, right with it. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Chicago.
You know, one of the big stories has been the three ball. It's been a key part of their offense throughout the game.
Yeah, but they've been killing it from the free throw line tonight. Those points keep adding up as we go along.
There's a screen by Covington. Harden uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Bulls lead by 2.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
Yeah, I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but a much better half since they changed hoops. And they're really looking strong here.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. He's not happy with what he says are late rotations defensively against their three-point shooters. And at the offensive end, he wants his guys to get their own shots within the rhythm and flow of the offense. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Harden with it. Inside. Randall with the bucket.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And so it's San Antonio with it. Pass to Fultz. Down low. It's stolen by Capella. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Randall right side. It's blocked. Avdia with it. Now defended by Randall. Back to Fultz. Granger outside. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Butler with the steal. To the middle. Here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
Butler goes in. An easy 2 points on the layup. Now it's a 5-point Bulls lead.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
5 on the clock. To Isaac. Shoots over Capella. And the shot no good. A bit short. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Clay Thompson. That's his second personal foul.
The Bulls leading by 5. Harden outside. Launches a 3. Capella with it. Now Avdia defending.
Clever, crafty defense. He saw that pass coming before it was even made.
Pass to Thompson. Thompson is double. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Knocks it loose. And stolen by White. Outside Butler. To the inside. Shoots from 14. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Isaac. Can they get it? Good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Boy, nice rhythm that time. See how Isaac let it fly right off the catch? That shows you confidence in the jumper.
Waiting with it. Picked up by Thompson. To the paint. Here's Butler. Puts the move on. Got it.
Jimmy Butler.
Boy, what a find. Harden's passing skill. Incredible. James did win an assist title, you know.
To Isaac. Out to the right wing. On the wing, Isaac. Picks it out to Granger. Over in the corner, Fultz. No good on the three. Poke loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so it's Chicago winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but they didn't seem to bother. I mean, road team, home team, all I know.
When you open, it's up. I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Girl, you chosen. Sound is in the air, no, you can't bring no phones in. We walk in and they're like, what's all that commotion? No, he can't step a foot in here if we don't know him. Treat you special, girl, I hit you with the roses. Can't stand your boyfriend, he too controlling. You get along better with me. Up when you open.
Girl, you chosen. Up when you open, it's I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only. Yeah, girl, you chosen. Up when you open, it's I'm just imposing that you give it to me and just me only.
Yeah, what up?